All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Global News Podcast. And today we have for you Squid Games. Now, how many of you out there have watched the series or the different episodes of Squid Games? Okay, Squid Games was created and uh, it is currently being hosted on Netflix. Okay, and when you look at that, I sit here and contemplate all the times I used to hear Squid Games, but we know that for the most part that this is a show to be or a movie to be reckoned with. Now, looking forward at the new episode that is to be coming out at the end of 23, beginning of 24. Okay, that is season 2. Now, if you guys enjoyed the first season of Squid Game, then they'll be back again at the end of 23, 24. Now, mind you, I just only watched Squid Games, I would say June 2024. June 2022. This is something that kind of like blew me for a loop to a point to where I sat down and I actually watched episode after episode after episode. That's just how good the storyline was. So when I actually look at the concept of the movie, or should I say season, it kind of reminded me of a movie. Actually, I didn't look at it as a TV show. Now, with that being said, the actors were very good actors. The show, now I was thinking maybe this should be a movie, but it would be too long. Now, when you look at the storyline, okay, and how it started off in season 1, now the concept of this particular these episodes are interesting. Why do we say that? Because for one, when you look at the storyline, okay, you have the poor society and then you have the more wealthier society, right? So the poor individuals were somehow borrowed money and they were in debt, and they was promised to be relieved of their debt by being given an opportunity to have financial gain through playing games, right? Now, this is very intriguing, and the concept that is being portrayed here is if you're poor, you can be manipulated by actually being offered money. Now, who wouldn't, right? Who would be desperate for money, wouldn't go and do things like having a shot at obtaining a lot of money to become financially independent and pay off all their debts? Well, the problem is there's more than one individual that is partaking in this game, and I believe there's about 400, let's say roughly 500 participants, right? Now, when you look at this, there's only one winner, so the odds are 1 in 500. Now, when you also look at who is hosting the game and coming up with the game, well, we know that obviously in order to host something of this magnitude, you have to be wealthy, you have to own land, you have to be a part of some organization, as we saw here. Now, the way they were able to transition from the city, I'm not sure if the setting was in South Korea, I'm pretty sure it was, into the area in which the games took place. Now, if some of you watch The Maze Runner, right? There are some similarities there. They're in some area or charted land that has some structure built where you have to actually get through. Now, with this being said, Squid Game, the game itself, comes from a Korean game that has been played by many people there. Now, they also threw in some other games like Red Light, Green Light, Marbles, so on and so forth. Now, when you look at the concept in which this these games were set up, there was never any revealing of what to expect. So it was always a challenge, meaning the way they were able to get to this secret island or location was only through actually not knowing. So after they agreed to partake, what is always coming before there's an agreement? Well, paperwork. So they had to fill out paperwork and a contract in which to partake in the game with the rules and the regulations before beginning. Now, if you notice that when these participants thought that they were going to be playing a regular game, they soon realized that it was a serious game, okay, which could cost them their lives, and which, when they saw that, they did not want to participate. Now, at the concept of this, what message is this movie, or should I say episode, portraying? Okay, let's say the word, okay? Let's say it is genocide, okay? Now, some of you may agree, some of you may not agree. Well, we live in a time where you have people that are influenced by entertainment, negative or good, okay? And if you look at the way this movie or these episodes was put together, it is influencing the viewers, right? You can look at it from different perspectives as the player, and then those who would be able to host a game like this would look at it with like, oh, give them ideas. Hey, we could try, or we should try something like this, right? So I do not like the message that is hidden in the movie. Now, most people would get caught up in the concept of, hey, this is an interesting movie, this is interesting, there's games, these people had this. Now, we all know that this is a movie, but it's about the message behind the movie. Now, in this day and age in which we're living in now, and you have a time where there's wars and things like this, who do you think would in some way or form come up with an idea in this fashion, right? And someone would be silly enough to say, hey, we should try this in real life. Who's to say that that's not already happening? Now, let's look at it, all right? The way this was organized so much to a T, to where you had the people that were doing the cremation, and then in the backdrop, you had the organ donation concept along with it. And we all know today that's a big market where organs are being sold and donated for money. Now, is that the motivation for the movie? So this is all to be questioned. Where is this concept? Okay, who and where did the concept come from for this movie? Or should I say episodes? Now, at the end of the day, I watched it thoroughly and I saw it. It was a good movie, good storyline. It kept me up watching episode after episode. I'm sorry. Yes, episode after episode after episode. So it was highly addictive far as to continue watching it. But I would like to know y'all thoughts on those who have actually watched the movie or the season on Netflix. Yes, you have to have an account in order to watch it. But when you look at that, let's fast forward to now. They are coming out with a season 2. Yes, I am going to be watching it, and I am going to also do a reaction to this actual season 2 when it do come out. So y'all tell me your thoughts. You tell me what you think, and we will get back into a discussion about Squid Games. So yes, that was my take on it. And yes, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to Global News. And I will see you guys on the other side. Thank you and have a great day.